Welcome back to today's NBA recap. We start off today with the Charlotte Hornets versus the Phoenix Suns. Surprisingly, the Hornets won this game 115 to 104. The Hornets shot 38.8% from the field and 27.7% from three and still won. LaMelo Ball finished the game with 32, 10, and 7. Mark Williams gave them 9 and 10. They got 21 from Mikal Bridges, 15 and 12 from Nick Richards off the bench, and they also got 13 from Brandon Miller. As for the Suns, they shot a 42.4% from the field and 24.2% from three. Abysmal three-point shooting. They got 26 and 6 from KD. They got 12 boards from Mason Plumlee. They got 39, 10, and 6 from D-Book. And they got 10 from Bradley Beal off the bench. And they lost by 11. They lost the rebounding battle by 17 rebounds. 17. And that is exactly why they lost. Suns have been playing very, very, very poor basketball this year. And we expected this big three to do things, and it just has not turned out. Next up, we got the Houston Rockets versus the Washington Wizards. As you'd expect, the Houston Rockets won. They won of a score of 135 to 112. The Rockets shot 51.5% from the field and 39.5% from three. They got 20 and 15 from Amen Thompson, who's absolutely killing it this season. They got 26 and 10 from Anfernee Sengun. I'm pretty sure I said that right. They got 29 points from Jalen Green and 19 and 12 assists from Fred VanVleet. They also got 17 off the bench on 6 or 8 shooting from Cam Whitmore, a certified bucket. For the Wizards, they shot 46.1% from the field goal line. They shot 37.5% from three. They got 23 off the bench from Corey Kispert. Their top two leading scorers came off the bench. They also got 18 from Valanciunas. And they also got 14 from Jared Butler off the bench. Their starters, only 3 of them hit double figures. Kuz had 10, Koulibaly and Carrington both had 12 apiece. Just not a good recipe for success when your 3 top leading scorers come off the bench. Anyway, the Houston Rockets improved to 24 and 12 on the season, and they continue their great play. Next up, we got the Dallas Mavericks without Luka and Kyrie versus the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Mavericks smoked them by 21. This is an embarrassing loss for the Lakers fan base. They had 21 and 12 from Anthony Davis, 18 from LeBron James, 15 from Reeves, 12 from Christie, 13 from Connect. They only shot 45.3% from the field and 31.4% from three, only getting a total of 33 rebounds the entire game. As for the Mavericks, they shot 52.3% from the field and 47.4% from three. They got 23 off the bench from Quentin Grimes. They got 15 off the bench from Hardy. Their starters gave them 22 from PJ Washington, 19 from Spencer Dinwiddie, coming back for a little bit of a revenge game after his time with the Lakers wasn't his best time alive. And they also got 13 from Klay Thompson. They won the rebounding battle by 11. The Lakers just shot awful, were awful. This is not a game the Lakers should be very proud of. This should be some fuel for their fire to become better. Next up, we got the Timberwolves and the Pelicans. The Pelicans get back Zion, but it doesn't prove to be enough to beat the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Timberwolves take the win 104-97. The Timberwolves shoot 42.7% from the field and 34.1% from three. They got 32 points from Ant, 32-9. Ant continues to absolutely kill it. They got 16 from Julius Randle, 13 from Naz Reid, 11 from Na, and a little 10-piece game from Dante DiVincenzo. As for the Pelicans, they shot an abysmal 37.2% from the field and 29.3% from three. They got 22 from Zion, shooting 9 for 15. A good performance by Zion, especially in his first game back. They got 29 from DeJounte Murray, another good shooting performance. But the problem was CJ McCollum shot 1 for 14. 1 for 14. If he shot any better, they might have actually won this game. They also got 13 off the bench from Jose Alvarado. The Pelicans continue to disappoint, but so do the Timberwolves. They're 2 games over 500, but we expected more than that after last season. Next up on the docket, we've got the game of the day. The Utah Jazz versus the Atlanta Hawks. Sometimes you don't need the best teams to have a good game. The Hawks came out with a 3-point win, 124-121. The Hawks got 24 and 20 out of Trae Young, including a game-winning buzzer beater half-court shot. They also got 16 out of Daniels. They got 13 out of Kiersey. They got 18 out of Capella. They got 14 out of Risache. They got 17 out of Hunter, 11 out of Bogey. And they shot 48% from the field and 40.9% from three. Again, Trae Young, big shot maker. Another 20 assist game. Trae Young is absolutely smoking people this season. The Jazz shot 41.7% from the field and 39.6% from three. They got 35 from Larry Markkinen, 24 from Colin Sexton, 21 and 10 from Walker Kessler. They also got 11 points from my guy, Johnny Juzang. And they won the rebounding battle by three, but it was not enough to beat the Atlanta Hawks and Trae Young. Next up, we got the last two champions facing each other, the Boston Celtics versus the Denver Nuggets. The Celtics came away with the win, 118-106. The Celtics shot 50% from the field and 34.3% from three. They got 29 from Jason Tatum, 25 and 11 from Tingus Pingus. They also got 19 from Drew Holiday and 14 from Jaylen Brown. As for the Nuggets, they shot 46% from the field and 38.9% from three. They got 26, 9, and 6 out of Westbrook. They got 29 out of Murray, 12 out of Braun, 15 out of Michael Porter Jr., but they were missing big Jokic. And yeah. They got 14 out of Peyton Watts off the bench. They also got 19 out of Julian Strawther off the bench, which is good bench performance, but, to beat the Celtics without Jokic is asking for a lot. Next up on the docket, we got the Miami Heat versus the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors continue to showcase of why they just need to blow it up or get another star. This team is not good enough to make it anywhere in the playoffs. I'm sorry. I know Steph Curry exists, but it's just not enough anymore. The Miami Heat win 114-98 without Jimmy Butler. The Miami Heat shoot 47.3% from the field and 40% from three. They get 19 out of Bam Bam, 14 out of Hero, 18 out of Hami Hawkins, my guy, and 20 points out of Nikola Jovic off the bench. As for the Warriors, they shoot 40% from the field goal and 28% from three. 28. They got 31 out of Steph Curry, who had a really good game. They also got 19 out of Terrence Jackson Davis. I hate his name. It's hard to say. They also got 7, 10, and 10 out of Draymond, but They also got 11 out of Buddy Hield. Overall, the Heat were the better team, which is saying a lot. And yeah, Warriors lose again, and they move to 500 yet again. Miami moves one game over 500. As for the game of the day to watch in this upcoming day of basketball, we all know what it is. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think it's a 30-5 versus 31-4. Big game. It's the game to watch today. Also, for other games to watch today, the Nuggets Clippers is also a very solid game. Both teams have won 20 games. And the Spurs and Bucks, another really good game. You get Giannis versus Victor. That's going to be an interesting game. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.